Hey YouTube, this is ADREONONI22 coming at you with some more battles. This will be battle video number 3. So today I wanted to bring you guys 3 6v6 battles and 1 battle spot video, just because, well, that's all I have right now for this file. So the first battle today is going to be against a good friend of mine. His name is James. Him and I have been good friends for a long time. I actually introduced him to competitive battling, taught him all about EV training and all of that fun stuff. And I haven't battled him in a long time, so I thought, you know, let's go ahead and throw down a battle. And actually it was a very, very fun battle. I had a lot of fun with it. So let's go ahead and see how it turns out, guys. I know you guys probably can't hear the game video too well, or game sound, but I'll probably end up doing some music like I did in the last one. So I open up Clef Key predicting the Galvantula lead. I knew he was going to open with it. It was his only option as a lead. I knew the sticky web was coming, but that's fine. This team isn't really built for speed. So I set up a spikes here after going for the sub. Sorry. I think that's 2 layers of spikes that we have so far. I know I go for all 3. He goes for a bug buzz, and it doesn't break my sub because, well, steel and fairy both resist bugs, so maybe that's incorrect, but I know one of them does. So he goes for a thunder, and that actually breaks my sub. But I figured at this point, yeah, that's fine. I don't need Clef Key too much, so I just go for a swagger. And this is kind of the hilarious part of this battle, guys, is the part where I start swagger hacking the crap out of him, and he starts dealing massive damage to himself. It's kind of hilarious. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of let this play out for a little bit. I'll be just kind of sitting back and watching myself. Don't need to commentate every move. Because this isn't even the part where it gets good, guys. We have 27 turns, we're only on turn 7. So basically I'm just stalling out that swagger like crazy. And he manages to break through confusion quite a few times, actually. Breaks through the confusion and lands a thunder, breaking my sub yet again, which is ridiculous. So I go for another swagger. Should be at a +6 or 8. And the confusion just takes him out. Which in my opinion is just hilarious. So he goes for his Blaziken. Now I was expecting some kind of fire type move, so I went straight up for the Thunder Wave. saying, okay, I know this thing's gonna get really fast, really quick. I was expecting it to be his Mega. and he roars me out. Most interesting thing I could have seen on a Blaziken. So I go out into my Squirrelpede. I plan on starting to set up here, and you'll see kind of what he does. So Squirrelpede goes for the Protect. Blaziken gets paralyzed. He has the leftover, so it's not his Mega. Very interesting to me at this point. So I start racking up those speed boosts, and so does he, but he's paralyzed, so it doesn't really do him a whole lot of good. He goes for the Protect. That's fine, because that gave me a free sub, and unfortunately I didn't have the black sludge on Squirrelpede at this time, because I don't have a black sludge quite yet. Still working on getting one. And so, I mean, I just may do with the air balloon, even though it's a neutral hit with Earthquake. So I decided to go ahead and get a Swords Dance up. Basically, this is my setup Squirrelpede. I will, you know, gain a bunch of speed boosts, Swords Dance it up, and then pass it on to a Mega of some kind. I like using this setup with underused Megas, like Aggron is my favorite. So I go for another Protect. Just basically, I'm just racking up speed boosts at this point, predicting like a Blaze Kick or a Fire type move. Unfortunately, he roars me out, which resets everything, brings me out into my Metagross, which unfortunately forces me to double out, I'm pretty sure. So I go out into Talonflame. As he baton passes into Klutzer, which is interesting, which I can understand. Giving that thing a speed boost is definitely pretty dangerous. Definitely pretty dangerous. So I go for a Brave Bird, one-shots it. So all that work for nothing. This is a choice banded Jolly Talonflame, so Pikachu is absolutely no threat to me because, well, I have priority Brave Bird. So at this point, Talonflame picks up the broom for a little bit, and he is definitely putting in some work. So he brings out the Ditto. I thought to myself, well, I know that thing is going to be Scarfed. Do I outspeed? And if I don't, can I live a Brave Bird? So the fact of the matter is, I don't outspeed. But can I live a neutral hit Brave Bird? And I don't. Which is unfortunate, but that's alright. So at this point, let's see, who do I go out into? Going to the Shady King. My Shiny Nidoking, my favorite, one of my favorite shiny Pokemon, because, well, Shady Ping was awesome. So he goes for a Brave Bird, and I know I can live at least one because, well, yeah. He has the Choice Scarf instead of Choice Band. So I go for a T-Bolt, take it out. No problems. Brings in the Blaziken. Now, I know at this point I can't outspeed it, but I surprisingly end up outspeeding it even with the speed boost. I thought maybe even with paralysis it would still outspeed me, but I was wrong. Go for the E-Power and take it out. Brings out the Pinsir. This is the point where I'm like, well, I sure do wish I had the Flamethrower on this Nidoking, but I don't. He actually carries Ice Beam over it. No, actually carries the T-Bolt over it for that type of coverage. So Pinsir ends up being his Mega. He goes for an Earthquake, and of course knocks me out because it's super effective. And I say, okay, that's fine. Here comes the Hydreigon. I am Choice Scarfed, and I do resist his stab, even the Quick Attack. Goes for an X-Scissor. I surprisingly get knocked out here. Thought I lived. I do get knocked out there, unfortunately. Bring out the Klefki. I said, okay, we're going to swagger hacks you. No, I paralyzed it first, that's right. Of course, Klefki can take any one hit like a boss, because this is a bulky set. Goes for the EQ, breaks my sub. I just say fuck it. I'm gonna go for a swagger, I think. I think that's what I do. So I don't think I go... Yep, I do go for the swagger. Thankfully, this is his last Pokemon, so he takes out Klefki here, which is unfortunate, but this is where I can Metagross. I don't even have to Baton Pass at this point. So I go ahead and go for the Mega Evolve. And a Mega Metagross Bullet Punch should take this thing out. No, Ice Punch, my apologies. I do outspeed. Knowing that I could take a hit, so yep, that was a very good game. I had a lot of fun with that game. I'm gonna pause the video real quick, guys, and get the next battle ready for you guys. Okay. All right, YouTube, thank you for that. Okay, so for this next battle, we're playing against another good friend of mine. He goes by Pup Color, and him and I have been rivals in competitive play for a long time. Not just at Pokemon VGC, but at the trading card game, at Yu-Gi-Oh! Pretty much everything, but we're really good friends, and this was a really, really fun match. I had a lot of fun with it. This was a doubles match, because he doesn't play singles. So we'll just kind of see how that turns out. Here we go. Alright. So, knowing that he's an extremely skilled player, so let me focus this. There we go. Knowing that he's an extremely skilled player, I had to open up smart. I knew that he was going to go for the Charizard lead. Knew it. So, I didn't open up with Tyranitar here to ruin his Sandstorm. I did to use Rock Tomb, but it's Mega Charizard X. So the Sandstorm actually turns out pretty clutch, but he double Will-O-Wisps me. Spoilers. Which, I mean, of course, it doesn't affect Hydreigon too much, but even still. So I do hit the super effective Rock Tomb, lowering its speed, which is going to come out really clutch for me, because I didn't see it. I never see a Dragon Dance from this thing, but I guess we'll figure it out. So for this battle, guys, we have a whopping 13 turns. I'm actually going to let this one play out, so you guys can enjoy the music. So real quick, guys, I do want to mention, you guys might be saying, what the hell is he using Bulldoze for? Well, in doubles, it's always down to his speed ties, so I figured, why not have a normally slow Pokemon who can support, who would usually use Earthquake, use Bulldoze to lower speed, and Rock Tomb to lower speed. Rock Tomb with a stab bonus. So I did go for a Brave Bird here, onto the Florges, not wanting it to wall me. I'll be right back. So this Sableye is starting to get really annoying because it keeps living on one. So he brings the Charizard back and I said, okay, enough's enough. Sableye, let's get rid of you. No, I get rid of the Charizard. My bad. My bad. So he's just playing games with that Sableye right now. Now the part that Sableye comes in real clutch, and this is an amazing amazing combination. I love it so much. Actually, after this thing dies. That dang thing lives on one again. And recoil takes me out. So he does set up grassy terrain here, which is interesting. That crunch is enough to go ahead and take out the Florges. So I bring out a Azumarill here, and he brings out Superior, and this is the really, really amazing combo I told you guys about. So I go into Char here. Goes for a Leaf Storm, which is resisted ×4. I completely forgot about Contrary on that. So I gave it +1 speed by accident. Which ends up being really bad for me. So he keeps confiding that dang old Superior, which is able to take out my Charizard out. And at this point I'm just trying to sack Tyranitar off. He's not doing a whole lot for me. So I bring out Venusaur, and I love my Venusaur. This is actually a freshly made Venusaur. Finally made a timid-natured Venusaur. So under the sun I do outspeed, hit him with a super effective Sludge Bomb and one-shot him, which is amazing. Getting hit with Life Orb Recoil. So out comes Pangoro. Go for the Giga Drain to heal a lot of damage off. Unfortunately, that knockoff takes me out. But I just wanted to mention that awesome combo was superior, but I'm going to let you guys watch the battle. Damn thing lives at 1. And Tyranitar finally goes down. Out comes Hydreigon. And an awesome Dark Pulse. I believe that is the end of the game. Yep. So I managed to pick up the win there. It wasn't the easiest battle, having lost Charizard, Talonflame, Venusaur, and Tyranitar, but it was a very good battle. I had a lot of fun with it. The team was very interesting. I think I'm actually going to use that Confide Contrary combo myself in future videos. Once again, guys, be sure to look forward to Journey to the Top starting Thursday, February the 5th. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and have a good night.